This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Dogs will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Good catch, just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Riley. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Staley. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end.
Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Return to pick six. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They go with a direct snap. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you
catch made down inside the 25. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tide.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
It's a quick grab. Fights off a defender. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it can be pick six going the other way.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. This time it's complete. It's complete, but the sophomore quarterback took a shot as he threw.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. He goes nowhere on 3rd and short. I don't think he got it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. And the call is a quarterback sneak.
Well, that's the beauty of having a quarterback with this kind of length on 4th down and 2. You go with quarterback sneak. All he has to do basically is fall forward and pick up a first down. Good call and a nice job of executing up front.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
A running play called on 4th down. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Gets made on the out route, and it works. The 1st down to the 35. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. 1st down here for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
2nd down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hand.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught on the outside. It's Jean-Pierre. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Chris, have you ever seen a play where you have 2 turnovers on one play? Great job with the interception. The defense has the ball, only to try to make too much happen. The ball's on the ground, and then the offense gets the ball back. 1st and 10. Whew. Catch your breath after that one.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there in 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Ball handed off. Runs through the defender. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. There was no stopping him. See if they can convert the point after. After the PAT, they trail 28-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Staley. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quick throw to the left side. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Makes a quick catch. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Point after, knocked right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete. It's second down now. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick grab. Bulldozing his way through. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
He's moving out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he throws his third interception of the day. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that.
He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half.
I feel bad.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field.
Get set.
Off the play fake on first down. Throw to the running back in the flat. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Direct snap to the back. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Running with purpose. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching downfield. And he pulls in the catch. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. He's got it for a big gain. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, tied. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
And the extra point was up and good. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line. Second down and long now from their own 6. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Finding space at the 20. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
And that's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot in the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time.
The ball is loose.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Okay, ready?
A completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here.
Jackrabbit.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Has caught. Can he get in? And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Touchdown, Bama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, lofting it toward the left sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The Dogs will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. Tries the right with a quick throw. It falls incomplete, and the attempted fake fails. The gamble just doesn't work. The punter's pass, not close. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Now here's the toss play.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
On the double.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Set. Hut.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Ringo. Ringo. Cut it. Cut it. Ready.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down.
Get set. Get set.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He was looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Green 25. Set.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. And he's swarmed by the pass rush, a sack to...
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. And he drops back in the gun. And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And this pass is caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Back to throw again. It's an out route. The catch made. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They go with a direct snap. Has the first down still on the move. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where in the heck was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its... It's a fumble! Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Escapes the pocket. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down after that previous play. And the dropping back. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing it out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Touchdown, Alabama. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
There's the snap. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he'll make it into the end zone. How about that? A wild, gutsy call. They fake the PAT and get it in for two. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the kickoff will be a return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking for a deep completion. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Offense facing 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. The 30. Inside the 20. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. The pass rush closing in. And the sophomores got him for a sack. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
Get set, get set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. 4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown. Time. And the beatdown continues.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, and he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
He gets hauled in here over the middle. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. No press here. The defense backing away. First down. Looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.